Audio Jungle.
Really look at it. If you really take time and you really look at it, not really.
Oh God! Knock the camera off. He said, "She bit my head off." He said, "I won't say nothing like that no more." He said, "Them Kentucky basketball fans," he said, "They're serious about their basketball."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are. You
So
know
they
it.
Work it up. You don't, and you got to use the big needle with all them spices, because if you use one too little, next thing you know, you're gonna be pushing like a mug on it, and it's gonna pour it out. It's splatter on your wall. So you gotta make sure you got the big needle this many spices. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work.
Playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs.
Well, hey, with all the harm fun I'm about to be doing tonight, you can probably line me up 30 plus lawnmowers. I'll start every one of them.
Guys, God loves you. Go Big Blue. Good night, everybody.
Wow,
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
this is a busy time of year, and it's the off season, so we'll be taking some weeks off here and there. A lot going on. Brent's on. He's on official. he- He's on official Wildcat Den duty tonight, so he's not going to be with us. So I'm going to be going solo here. I got a little bit of stuff saved up from last week and this week, so we got a few things to talk about. Spring meetings, got a little bit of random stuff going on. I got some top 5 players at the defensive positions to go over. I might go over my team for the contest. Might have a couple other things if we got time allows. But I like to tell everybody I appreciate their support and everything. We really enjoy doing this. And, if you haven't liked, our channel, Facebook channel or YouTube, it'd be Facebook page and YouTube channel. We'd appreciate if you do so. But anyways, I want to start off by saying they lowered the winning percentage to get in for the coaches to get into the Hall of Fame college. So that makes Mike Leach is eligible. And I really hope he gets in the Hall of Fame, because right now I'd have to think really hard to think of a coach I like better than Mike Leach. Mike Leach was a really good coach. And since we're talking about the Hall of Fame, I think Pete Rose needs to be in Major League Baseball Hall of Fame next time that he's allowed. And Mike Leach should be in the college football. Well, I'm going to move on to some old news here, these spring meetings. I'm sure everybody's already heard all about them and everything. That was last week. But since we didn't have a show last week, I'm a little slow to get at it. Well, they didn't make too many decisions, I don't reckon, but they I guess their meetings was quite long and intense. But I think they didn't make too many decisions because they're waiting to see what this. I think they're trying to find out what this college football committee, are they going to be going after who wins the most games, who has the most difficult schedule, who has the biggest wins, because like last year, now I live in Indiana, and I like their coach and everything, but there was some teams that had a lot rougher schedules. You know, might have 1 or 2 more losses. Maybe should have been in there. So, well, start off. Sankey must have. I don't know if somebody asked him a question or he was just stating that he would do whatever it took, you know, to look out for the SEC's best interest, even if you know, even if it meant leaving the NCAA. Well, that got taken out of content, and right away my phone started blowing up. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's saying, "Oh, 28, 29 SEC's last year NCAA. They're going out on their own and all that." But anyways, he came out and he cleared all that up, and I don't know all the exact words and everything, but that's basically it in a nutshell. You know, it just taking out content, and you know, and as far as Sankey goes, I think we're lucky to have him as a commissioner because I think he is a good commissioner, and he does do what he thinks is the best for the SEC. I guess one of the topics to talk about was the Big Ten and the SEC going in and strong arming the NCAA and making it to where both conferences are guaranteed 4 spots in the playoffs. Well, I think the Big Ten's all in on that. And I think the SEC might kind of be backing away from that a little bit. And the reason why is because the Big Ten, they're kind of top heavy. So they probably won't never have 4 in. And the SEC could possibly get more than 4 at times, especially if they go, 16 teams or whatever. But so the Big Ten, so if they go to that guaranteed 4 spots, well, 4 spots is all they can get. So I think the SEC might be banking, hey, maybe they might be years we can get more than 4. We're going to get 3 probably every year anyways. But then that brings me to that Texas Tech coach, that Joey McGuire. He says, let them fight it out on the field. The only guaranteed ones in is the conference champions, and then just go by rankings from there. But the Big Ten, that Kevin Warren, their commissioner, he must think Sankey's an idiot because he's wanting the SEC to go 9 conference games, and then plus, the Big Ten, SEC have scheduled somebody every year, all the teams. Well, the Big Ten's the one going to benefit from that. That's going to really boost their strength of schedule. And the SEC, I don't really think they need that. So I think they're kind of butting heads a little bit on that right now, I think. But we'll see what comes of it. So, I mean, if they did do that, SEC 9 conference games and Big Ten and SEC schedule each other, the Big 12 and the ACC, they're the ones going to suffer from it. And then they would have to ride Notre Dame for strength of schedule, probably. I mean, I don't know about all that, but that's kind of the talk right now. I mean, again, the Big Ten, they're top heavy. They've won the championship the last 2 years in a row. But I mean, like, through the whole body of work, the SEC's got them. That's my opinion. Y'all comment your opinion up here. Anybody's watching. Now, most of the coaches in the SEC is against that 9-game schedule. But now, Brian Kelly says bring it. He's ready. He's ready for 9 SEC games and a Big Ten game. He says bring it. But so I don't know. I think the honeymoon stage might be getting over with the Big Ten and the SEC. Now, here's another thing Big Ten's trying to pull. They're trying to make it so their players cannot transfer in January. But players can come in January. So like a SEC player could transfer to the Big Ten in January. But the Big Ten players can't transfer to the SEC. That's something else. That Kevin Warren, he must be pretty sneaky. I mean, y'all watch that guy. Huh. Well, they think we're a bunch of fools. Well, here's something else that's interesting. We talking about. Well, let me bring this up first. That house settlement. That was kind of a thing I think they was talking about in them SEC meetings. Basically, what they're expecting to come out of that, and I think we've been over this a bunch of time, is a revenue sharing of $20 million that every school has to share through their athletic department through the whole, per year. Well, we're going to have that, and then they're going to have what they call it. It'll be like a true NIL. It'll be like a clearinghouse. It'll be like clearinghouse, legitimate NIL, whatever. So any NIL deal over $600 is going to have to go before a board, and then they'll have to approve it, and they have to approve it. Basically saying, okay, this player's worth what you're offering. It's not like a scam, so people can't just hoard up all the players, stuff like that. Okay, I think we've talked about that a few times. So there's a couple of states. Now I know Tennessee's one of them. And May 1st, the state of Tennessee passed a bill stating that any school in the state of Tennessee has the right to pay their players any amount of NIL money they want to, no matter any house settlement, any kind of ruling, or anything like that. I mean, what do y'all think about that? And that old lady judge, she pushed that date out even further. I don't remember to where, but there's a date. I don't know if it's in July or something. If she don't rule by then, this stuff, it'll be like on the coals for another year. Like, it won't be set in stone until one more year, because I guess the physical school year, whatever that is. But, well, what y'all think about them helmet covers them players are wearing? They got their helmet. College ain't doing it in the games yet, but the NFL are. They got that big old skin on there, big old helmet skin. I mean, they look like a big old bobblehead. I mean, it looks like they probably about break their neck holding that big old thing. I mean, I don't know. They used to play in leather helmets, smoking Marlboros. They getting carried away, I think. I think a lot of what stop a lot of these injuries would be get rid of the turf and just go to grass. But we talk about that be maybe a show for another day. Okay, guys. You guys know about the contest we're having. Hey, what's up, Brandon? It's kind of different on here by myself, but I do the best I can. Brent's on official. He's on official Wildcat Den business. So I didn't want to go 2 weeks in a row without a show. We'll probably have a few weeks we'll be missing coming up because everything's kind of busy right now. I want to go over I didn't make it through the wide receivers and the defense. I was going over the top 5 players in the country by position, to help maybe build our all Wildcat Den team or whatnot. So I'm going to start with the wide receivers. I don't think I did the wide receivers either. Okay, I'm going to start at the number 5 and work my way to 1. Number 5 be Evan Stewart, Oregon, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Number 4, Antonio Williams, Clemson, 5'11", 190 pounds. They talking about Clemson's supposed to have a really good year this year. Number 3, Jordan Tyson, Arizona State, 6'1", 195 pounds. Number 2, Ryan Williams, Alabama, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Remember last year, every time they played, all you hear about was, there's that freshman. There's that freshman. He's a sophomore now. Number 1, Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State, 6'3", 215. I don't think that's disputable. So I'm going to move on to the defensive lineman. And this might just be my top 5 because I did this a week or so ago, and I honestly can't tell you how I picked these people, but I picked them. I think they're good. Defensive lineman. I'm going to start at number 5 every time. Darrell Jackson Jr., Florida State, 6'5", 330. Number 4, Dominic Orange, Iowa State, 6'4", 335. Number 3, Caleb Banks, Florida, 6'6", 225. He's a defensive tackle. Number 2, I don't know how. ZXAV Xavier Harris, Ole Miss, 6'7", 320. We're going to have to deal with them, both of them too. Number 1, I don't know if y'all heard, but this cat ain't supposed to be no joke. Nose tackle, nose guard, whatever you want to call him. Peter Woods, Clemson, 6'3", 315. That man ain't no joke. Let's go to safeties. Let's do some safeties. Y'all ready for some safeties? Now, y'all don't have to use these players, but I just did some research and found some good players. Coy Perch, Minnesota, 6'1", 200 pounds. I got him at number 5. Number 4, he played for Minnesota. Isaiah Nakolpikob. Everyone. SMU, 6'1", 193 pounds. Number 3, Michael Taffy, Texas, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Number 2, KJ Bolden, Georgia, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Number 1, Number one safety, going over safeties. Caleb Downs, Ohio State, 6 foot, 205 pounds. Let's move to the outside linebackers. Now on our, if you go on our Facebook page, that's where you have to go to enter your team, and you'll see where we have the list of the players you have to put. And I didn't put defensive end on, or we didn't put defensive end. We just put 2 spots for outside linebacker. So what I done when I built my team, I put 1 outside linebacker and a defensive end. We try to keep it simple, so everybody, it won't be hard. It'll just be something easy and fun to do. So outside linebackers. Number 5, Dylan Stewart, 6'6", 248. Number 4, Kyle Lewis, Pittsburgh, 6 foot, 225. Number 3, Colin Simmons, Texas, 6'3", 245. Lord, that's 2 Texas players already. Number 2, Suntrain Perkins, Ole Miss, 6'1", 210. That's 2 Ole Miss players on there. Number 1, David Bailey, Texas Tech, 6'3", 250. Now, I'm kind of surprised because I just been seeing that Texas Tech has their defensive lines ranked 3rd in the country. And for some reason, I didn't have a single one of them on here on my list. So my list might not be no good, but that's what I came up with. Let's move on to our cornerbacks. You want to? Number 5, D'Angelo Pons, Indiana, 5'9", 170 pounds. Number 4, Xavier Scott, Illinois, 5'11", 190 pounds. Number 3, Chandler Rivers, Duke. Hey, young Duke's got somebody in here. 5'10", 185 pounds. Number 2, Leonard Moore, Notre Dame, 6'2", 187 pounds. Now, Notre Dame just lost 2 defensive backs really good to the NFL, and they still going to have one of the best defensive backfields in the country. They're deep. Number 1, Jared McCoy, Tennessee, 6 foot, 194 pounds. Ooh, what do y'all want? Middle linebackers, defensive end? Let's go defensive end. That's like I was saying about them outside linebackers. They're just basically edge rusher. You put wherever you want in that position. Dennis Sutton, Penn State, 6'5", 272 pounds. Number 4, Malachi Karma, Indiana. Jeez, Natty, Indiana's got a couple players in here, don't they? 6'1", 265. Christian Miller, number 3, Georgia, 6'4", 305. Number 2, Kendrick Falk, Auburn, 6'6", 269. Folks, I think Auburn's going to have a little better year this year. I think you listen to all these people bashing Hugh Freeze and all that, but I think they're going to be all right. Number 1, T.J. Parker, Clemson, 6'3", 265. Clemson's got 1, 2, That's their third player on these positions. All righty. Let's move on to middle linebacker. Number 5, Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech. Telling you, watch out for Texas Tech. 6'1", 230. Number 4, Harold Perkins Jr., LSU, 6'1", 225. Number 3, C.J. Allen, Georgia, 6'1", 235. Number 2, Austin Roman, Kansas State, 6'1", 230. This is your number 1, my opinion, middle linebacker in the country. Anthony Hill Jr., Texas, 6'3", 238. Now, I think Texas, I'll tell you what, they going to be hard cat to clean up after. I think they're going to be the real deal this year. And honestly, when Texas first came to the SEC, I was kind of like, yeah, but they're kind of growing on me. I think Texas and Oklahoma, I'm kind of starting to accept them better than maybe Missouri. I don't know. Maybe we should kick a couple garbage teams out. Not that Missouri's garbage, because they've been having some pretty good years. And actually, when they first came in the SEC, if you remember, they won the East a couple years in a row, I think. All righty, guys. That was I made it through all our players there, and I already have my team posted up on the Facebook page, the Wildcat Den Facebook page. You'll see where it has a thing there showing you, your players. And I think me and Brent's the only ones posting a team. So come on, guys, get in there and win you a t-shirt. So here's my Wildcat. Oh, one more thing before I give my team. I'm going to give you, you know what, I'm going to do it after I give my team, because I got a cheat code with a couple players. I'm telling you right now, if you pick them, you probably win the whole thing. But I didn't pick them because it would just be too easy. I don't like taking the easy way. I do things. Sometimes I'm just hard headed. I do things the hard way. But I got a cheat code, so stay tuned. I'm only going to say it one time on this episode. All right, here's my Wildcat Den 2025-2026 Dynasty team right here. My center, I got Bryce Foster, Kansas, 6'5", 330 pounds. One of my guards, I have to pick the ones I can't say their name. Olivia. Oh, I remember how to say it. Olivia Vega. We went through this a couple weeks ago. Olivia Vega Loon, Penn State, 6'4", 334. My other guard, Amarja Reed Adams, Texas A&M, 6'5", 330. One of my tackles, Caden Proctor, Alabama, 6'7", 360. Other tackle, Charles Joshua, Notre Dame, 6'7", 320 pounds. Now, folks, they're going to have a really good offensive line this year, as they always do. My tight end, Tanner Kozel, Houston, 6'7", 237. If he can't catch, I'm going to make him block. My receiver, Elijah Sarrett, Indiana, 6'2", 209 pounds. You guys are going to like this receiver. Another one of my receivers, Mr. Dane Key, Nebraska, 6'3", 210. I think he's going to eat that Big Ten up this year. My third receiver, Eric Singleton Jr., Auburn, 5'11", 190 pounds. My running back, Nick Singleton, Penn State, 6 foot, 220 pounds. He's a power back. Their other back's probably a little faster, probably catch a little bit better, but I like power back. Speaking of power backs, I was watching a little clip I had on the SEC Network. They talked to Mark Stoops and Bush and Brad White. Anyways, I couldn't hear half of what was going on. I seen it, and I had to look. I can't remember his name, but that back we got from Nebraska, he's pretty good size. Him and Patterson. Patterson, you can tell, is a little bit smaller, but he's good size. And Wilcox is a little smaller, but he's faster and catch. But I think that dude from Nebraska can run somebody over. Okay, my quarterback, I got John Matter, Oklahoma, 6'1", 219. Now that's my offense, people. You can borrow some of my players if you need to. My defense, nose tackle, nose guard, whatever you want to call it. They used to call it nose guard. Some people call it nose tackle. I don't know. David Gusta, Kentucky Wildcats, 6'3", 316 pounds. I don't think he ain't no joke. I had Peter Woods from Clemson, but he's too good. My right tackle, Xavier Harris, Ole Miss, 6'7", 320. Left tackle, Dominique Orange, Iowa State, 6'4", 335. My inside linebacker, middle linebacker, Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech, 6'1", 230. I think he can play inside or outside. Another inside linebacker, Austin Romaine, Kansas State, 6'1", 230. Outside linebacker, Dylan Stewart, South Carolina, 6'6", 248. I got this guy as my outside linebacker too, but I think he's actually a defensive end. Keldrick Falk, Auburn, 6'6", 269. Cornerback, Leonard Moore, Notre Dame. Got me two big Notre Dame players on here. 6'2", 187 pounds. I've seen this cat in action. He ain't no joke. Another cornerback, Xavier Scott, Illinois, 5'11", 190 pounds. Safety, Coy Perch, Minnesota, 6'1", 200 pounds. And last of all, my other safety, Isaiah Nwokobi. That's how it's got to be said. SMU, 6'1", 193 pounds. Okay, folks, that's my dynasty team. Brent's got his posted. And we don't got no way to do it on the YouTube. You have to go to our Facebook page and just scroll down through the post and you'll see it. It'll say it. And you'll see how Brent and I posted ours and just post yours the same way. And as we said, if we get 10 or more to play, we'll give away 2 T-shirts. I don't remember, was it 2 or 3? Something like that. If it's if it's 10 or less, we'll give away 1 t-shirt. And that'll be courtesy of Taylor Made. He'll be the one making them. And we're going to have to work on a date to do this simulation, do the little tournament simulator. We'll get to it before the season starts. But my cheat code. Everybody ready for my cheat code? Telling you right now, this is the cheat code. And I see one person up here watching. Your quarterbacks. I'm going to give you 2 quarterbacks you can choose from. Bryce Underwood, Michigan, or Arch Manning from Texas. But now I think that guy I picked from Oklahoma is going to be pretty good too. But I think those 2 tear it up. Now, you wide receivers, I'd pick both of these. Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. You running back, Jeremiah Love. And then your defensive lineman, get that Peter Woods from Clemson. I think if you put them 5 players on your team, you'll be a hard cat to clean up after. Well, I'm going to move to the academically ranked SEC schools. But first, I just want to say, you realize I think Kentucky has 29 players playing in the NBA right now. And I mean, that's all thanks to Coach Cal. And it is awesome seeing all the Kentucky players and stuff in there. And he did a good job making that happen, getting all them guys in there and stuff. But we need some more banners. Now, I missed it, but I guess that NBA Finals game last night was pretty amazing. Indiana, I can't remember the guy's name, but I think he played. Who did he play for? Iowa State. Made that buzzer beater. I didn't think Indiana. I thought OKC might about almost sweep them, to be honest with you. Well, just for fun, the fun of it, give us something to talk about. Let's go over the SEC, how they're academically ranked. Some of these schools I kind of thought be higher, and some of them I thought be lower. Kind of surprised me. I'm going to start at 16. Mississippi State. I mean, what do? They just, no matter what you rank a Mississippi State in the SEC, you just put them 16. But I'll tell you what, though, they got a pretty good fan base stuff. You know, they got that cowbell going and stuff like that. Sometimes it just shocks me if they can't get going. I don't get it. 15, Arkansas. I mean, I guess I ain't surprised. I mean, bunch of hogs running around down there, but number 14, LSU. See, now that one surprised me. I figure LSU, you think they'd be a little higher up here on the list. And so was the next one. Alabama. I mean, I thought they remembered everything. They're 13 out of 16. Now, this one right here really, really surprises me because I thought they'd be in the top 5. Ole Miss. I mean, that's number 12. 12 out of 16. I thought Ole Miss was like a prep school or something. Maybe now if they decide to start playing football or something, maybe they started slacking off on that a little bit or something. I don't know. Just a little bit above Ole Miss. Kentucky Wildcats. That's pretty, I mean, it ain't horrible. Number 10, Oklahoma. I kind of thought they'd been a little higher up on the list. Number 9, South Carolina. That ain't bad for a bunch of fighting chickens, but I kind of thought they'd be above this next school. This next school, I figured been about 14, 15, 16. Tennessee, number 8. I highly doubt it. They probably paid somebody to put them there. 7, Missouri. That's a pretty good school, I guess. Every time I see them on game day or something, looks like a pretty nice campus, stuff like that. Number 6, Auburn. Yeah. Number 5, Texas A&M. And coming in at number 4. Now, this is kind of a surprise. You thought they would have been maybe at 12 where Ole Miss is or something like that. I mean, because they're so good. It's Georgia. I mean, that was kind of a shocker. And then number 3, Texas, which I'd been hearing about how, you got to have a pretty good grade point average or whatever make through Texas. Here's a shocker. I thought they'd been, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 14, 9 through 4. Florida. I mean, we got a bunch of nerds down there in that swamp or what? I never would have thought they'd been the number 2 highest ranked academic. And we all know who number 1 is. It's no surprise. Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's number 1. That's the how they're academically ranked. And I didn't go to none of them, so. But that's kind of interesting. Give us something to talk about. Well, I don't got a whole lot more left. About to end it. This right here is let's have a little fun with this one, folks. If anybody's on here, give us some comments on this. We live on Facebook and YouTube. Somebody's got to be on here. I see one eyeball over here. This is the party school, SEC, how they're ranked in the SEC, and then how they're ranked nationally. Now, we went over tailgate schools back. It was back in the football season. We went over tailgate schools. But this is just your party schools. So here we go. Number 16. See, here we go. I don't get it. Mississippi State. See what I'm telling you? It don't matter what you do. Mississippi State's at the bottom of this. They got to do something about that. Anyway, Stark Vegas. I guess if you party in there, you run around ringing them cowbells all over the place. But I guess, this is like just based on, it's just a party school. 195th in the nation. Number 15, we got Texas A&M, College Station. I could see that. Run around there eating a bunch of steaks, barbecue. Yeah, and they got all the military people. They're ready to party. Number 14, Auburn. I guess I don't know what you do with Auburn. You play with that eagle, that war eagle. That's something. That's something else I don't understand. Off subject a little bit. Ramble a little bit on this one. How you get two mascots? Are you a tiger or are you Eagles? What they do? They get that eagle down there from Dollywood, fly around the stadium a couple times, and all of a sudden they war eagle. I don't know. If somebody knows, tell me what's going on about that eagle, because they're supposed to be tigers. Well, they was 91 in the nation. Number 13, we got the Kentucky Wildcats, Lexington, Kentucky. I mean, I guess you get to party and ride around on a bunch of big race horses. 81st in the country. I figured these guys would be a little higher than this, because they're probably Tennessee, 12, 66, Knoxville. They probably just sat around on that rock down there. I don't think they got that big painted orange rock down there in front of the stadium, and probably just badmouth everybody that walks by. Be my guess. Probably. Number 11, Arkansas, Fayetteville, 57 in the nation. I'd say if I was down there, I'd be hunting some of them wild hogs. Be hunting, smoking wild hogs. That's probably what they do. Probably cutting class, hunting hogs. Number 10, Missouri, Columbia, 54th in the nation. They probably, I don't know, is that close to them Ozarks? I watched that show, the Ozarks. They probably got right around them boats and Ozarks. Number 9. Now, I thought these guys would be number 1, but they not. In Baton Rouge, LSU Tigers. Them and the family. They probably, or they probably get down there eat, just trying to get Brian Kelly to try all the different seafoods and stuff they got down there and laugh at him. That's probably what they're doing. Number 8, Florida. Well, LSU is 51st in the country. Florida's 8 in the SEC, 41st in the country. Gainesville. I guess you'd be down there hunting alligators or something, running around on one of them fan boats, probably be racing fan boats all around swamps. Now, this one is kind of a surprise, but I guess the city it's in, it's not such a surprise. Vanderbilt, 31st in the country. They can get down in Nashville. I mean, you know what they do in Nashville, right? Go listen to country music. Here's one, number 6, Texas, Austin, Texas, 6th in the SEC, 30th in the nation. I'd say them cats probably got Debo. You know, Debo's real nice, so they probably let the girls, you know, pay it. Maybe Debo probably let them ride them around a little bit and stuff. But then they probably got a real mean one for the guys, and then they probably dare each other, grab him by the horns, play that party poker, that big Debo coming out. So, I mean, that'd probably be a good time till Debo gets them. Number 5, South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina. 5 in the SEC, 27th in the nation. I really can't say what they got going on. South Carolina, I mean, they got them fighting chickens. I don't think you do that no more these days. So, South Carolina, number 5. Number 4, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, 25th in the nation. Party schools, people. I guarantee you, they take them training wheels off that schooner, what do they call that little wagon? They probably got a couple of them. They probably just race them till they crash. Probably racing them all the time. Number 3, Ole Miss, Oxford, 13th in the nation. I guess if you got Lane Kiffin, party on. Number 2, Georgia Bulldogs, Athens, number 6 in the nation. We know what they do. They got all them exotic cars and stuff down there. They just race cars. That's what they do. Here's another one with the two mascots. I don't get this one. And I know we got people on here that knows, and I wish they'd let me clue me in, because you got Alabama. Alabama's number 1 in the SEC, party school in the SEC, number 4 in the country. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They must be giving out elephant rides or something like that. Back in the 1900s, they was probably over in Scotland. That's probably their elephant's probably the Loch Ness Monster. It's probably playing Texas. They probably, instead of Red River Rivalry, they had something over at the fair going on. So they're elephant. But now, how are they the Crimson Tide and the elephants? Don't they got a big elephant horn? I guess I don't get it. What's the Crimson Tide had to do with an elephant? And how do they pick an elephant? If I was Auburn, I'd go in there. I'd change mine. See, Auburn's the other one. They're Alabama teams. What? They just must not make up their mind or something. Because, anyways, I'd drop the eagle and the tiger and go with the mouses. Because they can't seem to get through Alabama. So I'd be the Auburn Mouses, and I'd show up, and that big elephant would be going crazy. Anyways, folks, that's all I got. I mean, it's the off season. It gets harder and harder to come up with this content. We'll probably be taking a week here and there off. Again, Brent's on official Wildcat Den duty. He should be back next week. Cat Chat's going to be on with us. That should be a good time. Make sure you tune in. And if you haven't liked and followed our YouTube channel, we'd appreciate it if you go do that. And same with our Facebook page. And thanks everybody for watching. We really enjoyed doing this. And everybody have a good weekend. And wow, wow!
Audio Jungle.
Knock the camera off.